All right, guys. Fulu coming to you with another commentary. You know, I think I saw this before, but I think I just like browsed past it. It was it was the same ghetto gaggers, but this time it got worse. Now, granted, the mother, the grandmother disowned her you know her kid, for doing you know for doing the ghetto gagger. But the problem is now, the problem is now that you know in this situation, the mother is actually encouraging the daughter to do the ghetto gaggers. And this just goes to show you that most of these women shouldn't even have kids. Um, they just
All right,
destroy.
we have a pretty interesting ending.
So I guess you can see here, the daughter, she may be mixed or something, or she may just be high yellow. You know what I mean? Like that just may be in their family background. You know, but let's get into it.
Here, Passion Rose, you came in, you did get it all up, you were an emotional mess, you couldn't do it.
Shout outs to Pink Book as well.
Nope.
Let's talk about that. What was the deal? Why'd you turn into a big crybaby?
It was just too intense for me. It was too much for me to take, and I thought I could do it, and just couldn't.
And you could. You're not the first, and I'm sure you're not going to be the last. But here is what is going to make you epic. I'm not even bull. This is a first for me. I've dreamt about this my entire life, no lie. All right. Earlier in the shoot,
Well, I'm not saying all, you know, uh, people of Caucasian ethnicity have this about themselves, but you have to understand the deep, the deep psychological, uh, the philosophies of them. You read it in books all the time. Some of the atrocious things that they did to minorities, and granted, they're a couple of generations apart from you know what what they did. However, some of that stuff still resonates with them. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. But let's get into it.
tell me who dropped you off.
My mother.
Your mom. Who is behind you right now?
My mother.
Your mom. What?
So you see the mom, you know, what does that tell you about the mom though? That the mom is willing to degrade her daughter, for the sake of $2,000. I think that's how much they give for doing this. Like they get $2,000. So she's, I guess, her dignity and her self-respect is worth just $2,000. Now, granted, again, I'm not trying to sound like a simp or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, you know, I find it kind of odd. And then you have, you know, these black women who come to my page. Oh, you don't uplift the black woman. Oh, you don't respect the black woman. Well, say if I were to, for example, say if I were to make a page like that just shows the ratchet behavior. Like, for example, say if I made a page and showed Sha'Carri Richardson being ratchet, and then I co-sign her ratchetness and say that's a black queen and stuff like that, wouldn't that make me a simp? And wouldn't that make me like co-signing bad behaviors? Which I'm not gonna do. You know, I'm not gonna co-sign that. It's just not gonna happen.
Is she here, and what's getting ready to happen?
Well, my mom's gonna sit here and watch me do my scene, and she's gonna be coaching me and keeping me calm, cool, and collective.
Mom, come over to the side here. I gotta talk to you.
Yes.
I mean, this is a little fucking weird, right? I mean, you're gonna watch your daughter take 2 loads to the face.
Yes.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I have not.
No.
You may be wondering, what are they?
Okay, so she's never done it before, but she's like willing to put her daughter through it. You know, like that. I don't get that. Like you know, I don't. You know, I just don't know. You know where she's getting at. You know, I don't know I don't know what. You know what her angle is, you know.
Doing, but you know what, I'm gonna get into all of that. I've never seen anything like it. Chances are you haven't either, but I talk about this all the time, how women like that sabotage younger women, even sell out their own daughters. Shout out to Jay for sending me this video. I appreciate you always for your support. Take a second to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Click the notification bell for updates. Rachel, she was responding to the backlash from her family and bragging about getting $2,000. Well, she said almost $2,000 and Uber rides. People that went and saw this video, they couldn't believe it. Enzy Rose.
You did get it all up. You were an emotional mess. You couldn't do it.
Nope.
Let's talk about that. What was the deal? Why'd you turn into a big crybaby?
It was just too intense for me. It was too much for me to take, and I thought
So you see the mom holding the head too, like so the mom is basically, I guess you can say the mom is basically preparing her daughter to take it, you know. Let's just say her daughter gets second thoughts. I think the mom is still keeping her from getting those second thoughts, which I find pretty strange and odd, you know.
do it, and just couldn't.
And you couldn't. You're not the first, and I'm sure you're not going to be the last. But here...
Yeah, any woman signing up for this type of stuff, they're disturbed emotionally to begin with. They're rebels. They're Jezebels. They know it. They say it out loud and proud. They have no shame. And that's why people like this, they have to stop being normalized. They should never get good attention because what they're doing is not good. It's their beliefs that's poisoning all these young girls and women out here anyway. They should be called out by women and men, and we have to express complete disapproval of what they're doing. And that's going to be the only way to change public opinion.
Well, I don't think it's going to change public opinion because it's still happening. You know, like, we can call it out all we want, but at the end of the day, like, it's unfortunate to say, but women will still do what they want to do regardless, and not like look at themselves and be like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't be involved in this. Like, they're still going to do it. You know, it's unfortunate, but this is just how the ball rolls.
So the same tactics these people use to normalize this behavior, we have to counter that to reverse it. But here's the problem. A lot of women don't want to reverse this because too many of them want to be this. And a lot of men, they're unconcerned as well because too many of them want to be in the company of it. Yes, there are people out there attracted to this Jezebel spirit. So
yeah, unfortunately, you know, the ones who are attracted to it mostly are the simps who, you know, they were told by their moms that, oh, all women are good. you treat all women like princesses, you treat all women like queens. Like, they were taught to do that, no matter what their, no matter what dirt they do, or no matter how filthy they are. They were taught that, you still have to treat them right. You still have to, respect them and cater to them and things like that. They were taught to do this, Unfortunately, this had long-term effects on these men. For example, PJ Washington, he was taught to, treat women right and stuff like that, and probably was so involved in basketball he didn't get street smart. I mean, the interview with Kevin Samuels with Brittany Renner, I mean, the wall is already hitting her so hard. I mean, her arms are flabby even. Like, when I was watching the video, I looked at her arms are flabby as shit. I'm like, damn, it's already coming for her.
Out of the people that's left and not a part of those categories, what are we to do? All I can say is that if you're not calling out 304 culture, then you're condoning it. We have to show younger women that this is not okay.
Here is what is going to make you epic. I'm not even bull. This is a first for me. Mm-hmm. I've dreamt about this my entire life, no lie. Mm-hmm. All right. Earlier in the shoot, tell me who dropped you off.
My mother.
Your mom. Who is behind you right now?
My mother.
Your mom. What the is she here, and what's getting ready to happen?
Well, my mom's gonna sit here and watch me do my scene, and she's gonna be coaching me and keeping me calm, cool, and collective.
Mom, come over to the side here. I gotta talk to you.
Yes.
I mean, this is a little fucking weird, right? I mean, you're gonna watch your daughter take 2 to face.
Yes.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I have not.
No. Have you ever done back in the day or anything?
Yeah, right in my bedroom.
No. Now, your daughter spoke very highly of you. You were her rock, is what she said. Like, you're her support system.
So, probably, unfortunately, her mom probably chose a Pookie or Ray Ray or Chad. Therefore, the daughter ends up with the mom being everything but a mother. It's quite interesting that, and I reflect on it because I was like, I witnessed this in a household. I witnessed this in one of my homeboys' households coming up. But he had a younger niece, and that niece would cause so much mischief. Now, granted, he was a couple of years older than the niece, but the mother would just keep on saying, how old are you? How old is she? She never taught that woman at even a young age to have accountability for her foolish behavior. Fast forward, unfortunately, the homie, he doesn't even want to talk to his mom. He cut his mom completely off. And, he realized that he was played on by her the whole time. And so that's why he now doesn't talk to her, doesn't speak to her, nothing. And, unfortunately, I can't blame him. He's done pretty good for himself. He's on his purpose. He's doing his thing. So I can't really blame him. As a matter of fact, unfortunately, he started to prosper when he cut ties with her. It's unfortunate it's like that, But from an Islamic perspective, we're not supposed to cut ties with parents. But if the parents are disobeying Allah, then, you have to do it. And most of the time, as we see here, this mom is definitely disobeying Allah. So, you will have to cut ties with her.
This is weird, though. This is really weird, man. Like, my mind is blown What's your take on this? Do you approve of your daughter doing porn, or do you just support her because she's doing it?
Did you know that there's a new system that allows to pay in crypto and earn rewards? Pay and receive up to 8%.
I approve of it because it's her decision, her body, and her choice.
It's so crazy how it's all
Now, sure, one may say that. Like, one may say that, it's her body, it's her choice. But are you not gonna try to talk her? Like, are you not gonna try to talk to her, like, are you not gonna try to talk to her to, like, maybe say, nah, this isn't the way to go? Or are you gonna just let her go in that way? Like, why are you gonna do that? Like, that's what moms are supposed to be for, is to try to talk them out of things like this.
it's their decision and their body, their choice and their mind and all that stuff whenever it's something they want to do. But at the same time, they run away from the consequences and accountability for those decisions that they make with their mind, their body, their choice. So they want the privilege, but not the responsibility. And why is she rubbing her head like that? She said her mom is her rock. They have that whole sister-daughter relationship going on. She not only approved of her daughter being there, but she also drove her there. They did her so bad that
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about her, is that, the mom drove her to that thing instead of, like, trying to, like, maybe, like, tell her not to do it.
left out crying. And her mama got her back in there, rubbing her head, trying to get her to keep doing it. Why? So she can get that check. I'm assuming that she probably promised her some of it.
And anytime when you have one of your kids make a decision like that, you can shut them out or you can support them. And I choose to support him.
That.
Well, if they make a decision like that, it's your job to try to talk them out of that decision. And if they decide to still go through with it, then the next logical thing to do would be not to take part in that situation. And you don't have to necessarily disown them, but I guess you can say you don't look at them. You don't look at them the same, and you understand what you're dealing with, so this is very, very odd to me, and sad at the same time.
That's great, because a lot of girls come in here, they don't have that positive reinforcement from their mom. Most of them don't even know who their fucking mom or dad are that come here.
So here's the stereotype. But again, that's just that does unfortunately start with the family. That does start with basically the household. Like unfortunately, some of these women are driven to that situation, just like some women are driven to prostitution and things like that. It's because the household was never stable.
You're probably not familiar with our site, are you?
No, I can't say that I am.
Okay, if you were, you probably wouldn't be sitting here. We're heralded as one of the more, like, degrading, humiliating, basically the last stop on the road to throwing your life away. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But having your daughter sit there and being called names like bitch, whore, slut, I mean, is that something you approve of, or do you wish maybe she chose a different style?
Again, and everybody has to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she doesn't care. That
Everybody has to start somewhere. Now, if I'm, for example, just take an example. If I'm trying to build, like, and learn coding, let's just say I'm trying to learn coding. Okay, let's say I'm trying to learn coding. I don't know the first thing about coding. My only resource right now is like my phone in order to learn coding. I start with my phone, and then as I get better at it, I save my coins and I get like a computer and I learn more. And after I learn more on the computer, I start to apply it to applications of my own. But I started on my phone. So if you want to do something like constructive in society, you have to start at the bottom of that thing you want to do. This isn't constructive to society. So I really don't get what she means. You have to start somewhere. I don't know what she's talking about.
That's why she is sitting there with her.
So this might not have been the place where she wanted to start, but this is where she started. She's not always going to be at the bottom. There's always the chance for improvement and moving up in it. So again,
Okay, so my question for her is, why wouldn't you try to get her to start somewhere else instead of starting in this environment? Why wouldn't you get her to start somewhere like, I don't know, college? I don't know, a trade? I don't know, maybe beautician school? Why wouldn't you get her to start somewhere else?
profession, you have to start at the bottom to work your way up to the top.
You got to make your bones.
There you go.
I'm actually a little upset your mom's calling us the bottom now. You know?
I'm going by what you say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of think we're the best at what we do.
Hey, and if that's what you think, then that's what you think. Somebody has to...
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like, I don't know how many people actually sign up for Ghetto Gaggers or anything like that. I don't know, you know. I really don't know how many people like sign up for it, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's pretty sad, you know, that people are signing up for it, but I mean, it is what it is at the same time.
Think that right?
That's right. I like her. I wish, you know, maybe we can get both of you back for a full scene, because I think your mom can make it happen, man. I think she's pretty. All right, you ready to take 2 shots to that face?
I am ready.
Mom, you ready?
She's got this. I'm behind her.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so you heard her. You heard her say this, you know. You heard her say these words, you know.
Right?
Behind her. I've got her back, literally.
I'm disgusted. If you want to see or hear what happened next, then I'm going to go ahead and leave the link below in the description. This is just the lowest that I have ever.
So you see, like, these single mothers, I mean, I don't even think they want kids, you know. Let me see. Now, I don't want to watch the scene, you know. I don't want to watch the scene, but let's see. Let me see. Let me see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Let me see.
All right, we have a pretty... Now, your daughter spoke very highly of you. You were her... here. We're heralded as one of the more, like...
But this is where she started. She's not always going to be at...
Fucking make it happen, man.
Well, the thing is, too, you don't see a wedding ring on the mom's finger, so you understand what time it is, too. That's one thing I had to, like, notice. Like, there's no wedding ring on the finger of the mom, you know?
I think she's pretty freaky. All right, you ready to take 2 cum shots to that fucking face?
I am ready.
Mom, you ready?
She's got this. I'm behind her.
All right, yeah, literally,
I'm
right?
behind her. I've got her back, literally.
Mom, what's going through your mind as your fucking baby girl is getting spit on?
They're giving me a shower with her.
Now, you heard the mom say, like, you're hearing the mom basically playing along. I mean, if anything, like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the mom is very much in the scene. They should pay her too. As sad as this sounds, but it's the truth.
You're a hell of a fucking mom, you fucking whore. You're just as bad of a fucking whore as she is.
What a role model, huh?
I have no idea.
Mom,
No, I'm sure we do have an idea. You're
Mom, tell me
fucking
some of the
sitting there.
adventures. What have you done?
We will not speak of those things at the moment. This is not about me.
Pig.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, unfortunately, the mom herself was riding cock carousels back in her day and, you know, lewd and that's why she's single now, you know, is because she was not maybe doing things on camera as she put her daughter up to do right now, but, you know, it just goes to show you that, you know, this is how these women think, you know. I'll never forget the day that one woman, I'm not gonna say her name, but she said every woman has a whole face. These were her words. These were her exact words. So I was like, okay, I know who not to talk to.
Would you ever share a guy with your girl?
With my girl?
With your baby girl right there?
That depends on what the guy look like. Ooh.
Oh my God. Here, stick your head out a little bit so I can see you, Mom. You know what? And what I want you to do, turn around, look at your mom. I want her to really want her to see the work.
Wow, that's the work.
So you see, like, the mom is just approving of what's happening, you know. I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, when I say I've seen it all, I've seen it all. You know, there's nothing that these Western women do that surprise me anymore. You know, there's absolutely nothing that they do, you know. I mean, what can you say, really, you know?
Mom, did you used to take facials, or do you still take cum shots to the girl? No?
I won't speak of that right now. I'm trying to get home.
Oh my God. Anyway, I want to stay here all night now. This is the best fucking thing that's ever happened in my life. I'm not even kidding.
Now you hear the mom laughing.
Passion Rose. Listen, you know, you came in. I'm sorry that you quit, because I thought you were nailing it. I thought you were being awesome. But it was the barfing, huh? That was fucking you up a little bit, right?
So that's the thing about this Ghetto Gaggers is that, as I said in the last video about with the 19-year-old, is basically, I think they drink like a protein shake, and then, you know, the men, they stick their you know, their maniokas down the throat of the women, and then she regurgitates that shake, and it's all over her face. Like, that's a part of their program in filming this. So I don't know, you know, what's appealing about that.
It's a tad bit.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm sure you have a future in porn because you're a hot chick, great body. You got the support system, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you got the support system.
I do.
That's all you need in life. Anyway, thank you for trying.
Thank you for having me.
Mom,
Yes.
pound it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Pound it.
I can't do.
Okay, good. I probably don't shut up. Okay, do me a favor, one last thing. Rub all that fucking load in. Mom, you wouldn't want to reach in there and rub it in.
Good.
No, you're good?
I'm good. Thank you.
So, you see him trying to like even gaslight the mom into participating into the scene. To again, normalize not only the daughter being lewd, but the mom being accessory to her lewdness as well.
That'd be cool, though. Oh, my God.
Hurry up, because the bus to hell is leaving soon.
It's all right, I'm driving. Passion
Glad we're not
Rose.
riding with you.
Passion Rose's mom.
Yes.
I gotta say, this is freaking epic. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank
Look,
you.
thank you.
So you see, guys, especially again, I'm talking to I'm talking to every guy, but I'm especially talking to Black Africans and Caribbeans. Don't follow these trends. Don't let this be don't let this become regular in your communities. The reason why I say it is because you don't want, God forbid, you don't want your daughter coming up on one of these scenes. And in order to avoid even having this problem, I'm afraid to say it's better to avoid Western women altogether. And unfortunately, I have to say it's better to avoid Western Black women altogether. I hate to say it, but I'm just going to say it because, this is just what it is. Now, granted, you still have white women who, approve of their daughters riding the cock carousel and stuff like that too. But I haven't seen a white woman take her daughter to the scene. I haven't seen that. But now, granted, I don't think we'll have to worry about this so much in the continent. These guys actually traveling to Africa to spread this thing to the continent. It hasn't gotten to that point, and I don't think it will. But if you have little pockets in the United States that are tight-knit communities, for example, in Harlem, you have Little Senegal. In LA, there's Little Belize. I go there, frequent there a lot. In Gardena, you have Little Nigeria, I guess you can say. A lot of Nigerian restaurants, a lot of African markets and stuff. So you have little pockets with a concentration of Africans and the Caribbean people. In Florida, you have, in Miami, I think you have Little Haiti, which I have frequented. Shout outs to Little Haiti. So it's your job not to let these ideas get into your communities. If you're going to be in the United States, you can't let these ideas get into your communities, But anyhow, man, that's all I got. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Fuller signing out. And Jadon.